A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Play action. Now it's Tua. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Haskins. Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Cook. And we'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Now it's Haskins. This will be caught. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Thielen. That's intercepted. It's called by Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This to Jarwin. And some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And a little floater there is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20.
An 8-yard gain. It's
after 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Cowboys 7, Vikings nothing.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, here's the option. And that's caught by Smith. Corral just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. The This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Dallas.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first
well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Now, Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Here's Cook. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
the Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On now, Tucker McCann. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. McCann's kick up and good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins to throw it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Haskins. It is incomplete.
Haskins' pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned how slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
3rd quarter action here on Christmas Day. Hope everyone's having a blessed holiday season. 2nd and 10 right now. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on 4th down with 2. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. First down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
17-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On first down, Tagovailoa letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 and a throw again. Will find Lamb. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This throw caught left side. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here. 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Vikings 24. Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Haskins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. First down. It's Cook. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They run it again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Setting to throw on first down is Tua. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Tua. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Haskins going to try to throw it. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings.